Yo, what's going on, everybody? How we doing today? Jake here. Jake plays, rockin', rollin', groovin', movin', hanging out with our boy Fred here, who just evolved into a Mighty Anna with the Intimidate, lowers the foe's attack. Not really any additional moves that we got. Hopefully we'll get something on the next one. And then we got Lily, evolved from Lotad into Lombre. Slight HP recovery in the rain. We like that. Again, Astonish, Growl, Absorb, Nature Power. Nothing too fantastically exciting to write home about, but love that we got two new Mons up here. I guess, evolved Mons get a little bit stronger. We love to see that. What we're going to do is, we're going to answer the phone. Hi, Jake. Hello. This is Lau. I tried battling another trainer, but I lost. It was really disappointing. Well, see you again. What we're going to do here is we did have a couple of trainer battles. We are just going to see if we can't train up, because I do believe there was some grass here. We do want to go ahead, try to get, the goal here right now is to get the Shedninja. Wild Swablu appeared. Swablu, wabba-labba-labba-dabba-doo. Yeah, what we would like to do is try to get that Shedninja here. Not that we can get Gex off the team or anything like that, but I do feel like it is a nice ace in the hole I would like to have in our back pocket. Not only that, but we are not severely underleveled, but we are definitely underleveled and need to work on that. So what we're definitely going to go ahead and do, work on some levels, work on getting that, kind of run around in this grass. There's a couple of trainer battles that we're going to have to hit. Gex got put to sleep there. That's awesome. Love to see that. Not really. Let's go ahead, bite the Swablu, see if we can't take it out of the air. We didn't, but it flinched, so it's like, and it flinched again. We'll go ahead, finish it off with a nice Tizzity tackle. Love it. We only lost 1 HP with Fred there. Cool beans. Not Pokemans, but we actually want to go ahead. Where's the berry? That's gonna Chesto Resto. There we go. Go ahead, wake up Gex. Awesome sauce. We only have 2 more though, so we do need to be a little careful. I think that trainer over to the right there, we're gonna have to go ahead, take him down. Not gonna keep Gex out against the Swablu here, just because we don't want to risk going to sleep. Whatever. I want to put Lily out there because I believe Swablu is water flying, and obviously Lily does have that is water grass. I think we just looked at it. Definitely at least has the grass part. Pretty sure it's water grass. Anyway, but I am afraid that there might be something that we're not overlooking, or some damage might come her way. Anyway, we don't want Lily to get into any more trouble than it's already going to be into. Let's just go ahead, finish it off with a good old tackle. Swablu number 2. Dunzo McFunzo. We love to see that. Alright, so yes, there is. Okay, well, we'll just go after this trainer here. Camping's fun. You can fish, roast marshmallows, and tell spooky stories. But best of all are the Pokemon battles. I guess that would bring, like, an extra element. Not saying Camper Shane would like to battle. Is it Shane Gillis? What? I guess it would bring, like, an added element of, like, oh my goodness, what's going on? This is not great. Like, camping out in the wilderness, because already, like, you have things like bears, wolves, bugs, and then you certainly have, oh crap, I thought we had water gun. I guess we don't, and that's our bad. It's going to do Swift, but Absorb should definitely give it a big old Nakarooski super effecto. That's what we'd like to see. I knew we had a super effective move. I don't know why I was so worried about not having water gun. We'll go ahead, use Absorb, recover that lost 11 HP, or at least most of it. But yeah, going back to like camping, like personally, not a huge fan of camping outside. I am a person who, I say it all the time, and I understand the irony behind it, but like I need running water. You know what I mean? Like, I need a toilet, I need a shower, that sort of thing. Not a big fan. I don't mind going outside for like a hike for a couple hours, or going out into, what do you want to call it, the woods. the woods area, whatever. But yeah, the whole like sleeping on the ground in a sleeping bag. I'm already uncomfortable in my bed. Not that it's a very great bed, but you know, I mean, so yeah. You know what I mean? Now, yeah, so imagine camping in the Pokemon world. So you have, like, the rats, which are like Rattatas, which, you know, I'm sure they're a little skittish. And I'm sure they're probably the Pokemon kind of function like their counterpart real-life Pokemons. Like, you had rats with the Rattata, Raticate. I'm sure they're a little skittish, even though, like, yeah, Raticates probably exist. They're probably, like, giant rats. You know, like, you're not going to come across a Raticate quite frequently in the wild, I'm sure. Now, I could be wrong. Let's go ahead, get rid of... So, Fury Swipes, 18 power, but it can do... So, let's just... So, it's going to be a minimum 36 power, but I might miss. So, don't quite want to get rid of Scratch just yet. Leech Life, obviously, in the right circumstances, can help us regain a large amount of HP. So, I want to keep that one. At this point, what are you going to do? Beat Camper Shane Gillis, way too strong. Sorry, bud. Yeah, I'm sure like if you're camping, like things are going to be afraid of you just as much as you're afraid of them. You know, that's just what I'm assuming. I'm probably wrong. Hey, there's a trainer. I love using the Berry Crush machine, so I'm collecting berries. I'll share one with you if you like. A Weepear berry. Whoa. Put it in the berry pocket. Lynette's house. Oh, this was that lady that wanted to talk to us earlier. Is there an item at this hidden rock? No, there is not. But, is there anything here? No, there is not. Boing! Trainer battle here, it looks like. I wonder if there's going to be items, like, usually like in these empty spots, there could potentially be like an item, so just wanted to check. Maybe we pick something up off the ground, find something that a trainer may or may not have dropped. Now here's the question, right? We don't want to get ourselves into a big old butt of trouble. Nature Power is going to do Stun Spore, which is fine. I mean, it's not the end of the world. We obviously don't want to be paralyzed. Getting hit with that paralysis here. Hey, we did it good that time. I had a thing. That's why I'm kind of a little proud of myself there. Super Effect, though. We do like seeing that. Let's kind of keep rocking and rolling. Hopefully this Absorb doesn't take a huge amount of damage out of us. It did a good bit, but we're going to get a good bit back. Maybe we'll get all 8 back. That would be ideal, to be honest with you. It was a crit, so love to see that. That crit mattered. Yeah. So, yeah, we got the 8 back. What are you going to do? As long as we don't get... there it is. That's the problem we're going to run into, whether it's going to be that we're flinching or we're fully paralyzed. Fortunately, we don't have to worry about that Nature Power, because obviously that's just doing Stun Spore. What are you gonna do? You know, I mean, it's good to know for us too, because we do have that Nature Power on. There's the thing right there. Hopefully we don't get flinched, and we flinch on that. Come on. Can we just finish this guy off? I mean... Oh, come on. We already know that we're paralyzed. We already know. Please stop flinching us. Please stop come on. This should have been over in like a minute and a half ago. But no. Now we're going to have to bring Kyle out. Kyle's going to go ahead. He's gonna kick this, not Lily. And then we're going to kind of move on from there, you know. Gonna have to heal up Gex, because unfortunately my dude took a little bit too much damage. Not the end of the world, but let's just go ahead, finish him with the peck. I do love the move diversity we have on Kyle right now. We have a flying, a fighting, a fire, normal. Obviously our next attacking move we want to get rid of that tackle, bring in something else, or scratch, I think it was. Oh my goodness. Meant to go in and get a heal done up here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that paralysis, which is... What is Weepear's just a HP, PP, defrosts, burn, poisoning, awaken, paralysis. It was the first one we went right by. Ooh, it's a spicy berry, eh? Ooh, go ahead, cure Gex of his paralysis. Let's go ahead, Poshi him up real quick. Bam! I mean, to be honest, I kind of hope that we... Oh, wait, hold on. No item. Alright. Want to battle against my Pokemon? What? You want to battle against Pokemaniac Steve? Oh, it's Scuba Steve would like to battle. Steve sent out Aaron. Oh, that's a great question that I just thought of in my head. Is Gex going to be effective against Aaron? I don't think he is, so we are going to bring out the Kyle. The Kizzity Kyle. Whoa. Kyle's probably... I can't believe we haven't brought this up already, but it's probably like Kyle from the Amanda Show, where he's just like, totally Kyle. That crit mattered. One shot, no chance, Jimmy's Johns. One time I saw a spider and I was like, spider. And then the spider was like, Kyle. Totally Kyle. My Pokemon. Jake got 1140 for winning. Love to see it. Kyle, you know what's up, my dude. Don't forget what you've done to me. Don't forget what you've done to me. I'll make it so you can't forget. Whoa, he's going to annoy us and call us. He's going to be that stalker, isn't he? Girl, I understand what you're going through now because I do not want to have this guy call us. I don't want to have this guy bother us. I don't want to deal with Pokemaniac Steve, if we're being honest. Yo, we got a Lotad instead of a Lombre, which is going to be a little bit more beneficial for us because it's going to have sort of the same, attack moves as a Lombre had. It's going to have that nature power. It's going to have Absorb. It's going to have Astonish. But it's a little bit weaker because it is that base evolution, not the second one. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is that even though it's 2 levels up, we got a super effective move that we already know that works. Let's rock out. We're not going to take as much damage if we get absorbed or astonished, whatever you want to call it. Okay, still did a good bit of damage. Don't like to see that. Let's recover it. Maybe we can crit. Knock it out all the way? That'd be pretty clutch. Okay, we didn't. Well, we recovered, 7? It did 8, and then we got 5 back. So we'll see. We should be at 29 after this. Maybe we can get a crit, get a little bit more damage on the Gex. It didn't. Because of course not. Why would it? Crap. We're going to get paralyzed. There it is. Paralyzed. Suffering from paralysis. That's what we're afraid of. I mean, we're just going to finish it up real quick, right here. Of course not. Why would we even do that? Let's see if we can't get a scratch off. Oh, please don't tell me we're going to get into this. We were 1 away. 1 HP away. Oh my gosh. Come on. Like, this is such garbo that it does this. Like, I understand it. It's just... Thank you. It would have been horrible if it would have lived on 1 because it got a little bit of HP from us when it absorbed. That would have... Oh my gosh. Like, I like Pokemon. Obviously. You like Pokemon. You're here watching the video. But, like, sometimes this game with the RNG, it's really just the RNG, right? It's just like... crap, man. Just a crap roll of the dice. I guess that's why they call it craps, right? Roll of dice. Crap! Got the ones I didn't want. I'll tell you what bet I don't understand. I mean, aside from craps. Craps is a game that just... sometimes in general... I don't know if we have any gamblers here, any legal gamblers, or anybody who does anything like that. I think you do, because I don't know if we think we do. I'm sure people gamble. But anyway, craps is a game that is just complex. What are you just, like, throwing dice around and, like... you always see in movies that they're always at a craps table or a blackjack table, and they're always just like, "Whoa, we got a cool system, man." I understand counting cards. I get that for blackjack. Like, you keep track of, let's say there's 6 decks worth of cards, so 6 times 52 is 312, and you just keep, and there's only going to be so many kings, right? So there's 4 kings every deck. If you're playing against 6, there's only 24 kings in the 6 decks. So, you kind of base it off of how many of them and the point values. And I get that. And we're kind of going a little bit too much into the weeds on this. so I don't want to get stuck on it. And I understand that, like, that can be the advantage. Craps with dice, I don't get it. I remember watching a video once of this guy that, I guess it might have been back in the 70s is what it was. I don't remember the exact year it was, but the dude had, I think, grew up either near a reservation or had grown up in outside Vegas or like Tahoe or Reno or something like that where gambling was legal back then. Because again, I think the story took place, you know, definitely before 2000, maybe before the 90s. And what he had done, you know, poor family, he had saved up enough money, bought either some dice or had bought, you know, how you can have those craps tables or like a makeshift kind of craps table that had the length. And he sat there for hours and practiced just throwing the dice in a specific way. And it's exactly what the one thing that they have you do. So if you're not aware, like a craps table, you throw the dice out. It has to go all the way to the other side of the table. And it usually, you're supposed to hit the wall. So your die are supposed to hit the wall. If it doesn't, you get a warning the first time it happens. Hey man, you got to make sure, put a little bit more to it. You got to do something. Usually they'll let you go about, I think 3 maybe is what I've seen personally. Or when you're throwing it, it doesn't hit the wall. They're like, hey man, like that's it. Final warning. Like if it doesn't, like that's it. Like you're Dunzo McFunzo, my guy. Oh, quick attacks. We already did get an attacking move. We got rid of tackle or scratch. We put in quick attack. Go back. Anyway, so the guy had practice, and he had practice enough that he was able to actually control when he threw. And I believe the story goes that he had actually been, he had been trained, or he had trained himself, so when he threw it, he could actually just kiss the edge of the wall, right? Just be able to touch it to satisfy someone being like, you gotta make sure that you're hitting the edge of the wall there, my guy. I assume that's what they're like, hey, where do you like to use these hip, cool guy? Hey, my dude. I believe he had trained to do that, to satisfy that, and he wasn't gambling like a lot that it would kind of set off. I mean, any amount of wins for sure are going to set off red flags regardless. But I believe he had kind of gotten it to a point where he had kind of through his own trial and error, his own scientific method, if you will, realized that he could get, hey, let me gamble this amount, let me win this amount, kind of get out, let me do some law. And obviously, you know, it's not a perfect system. From what I understand, you know, it was perfect in that he could control the die, but usually when you're also at a craps table, you know, there's other people there. You know, you're not just waiting for your turn to throw. So I think he would put some bets down with the other shooters to kind of, you know, other dice throwers to kind of counterbalance, be like, oh man, I am like, oh, I went up 200, but then I lost 100. Time for me to get the heck out of here, sort of thing, to kind of fly under the radar. Moral of that story is, I think that's like one of the, and like it's kind of one of those folksy legends, like dude just made his bank, traveled around, never got caught, blah blah blah, sort of thing. Never really had to worry, you know, that was his whole, this was my job, this is how I make money. If it's true, I mean, that's pretty cool. But anyway, let's go back to what I was trying to say. I don't understand craps sometimes because it's just a lot of, it's the dice and it's the going around and it's like, again, you know, I just don't get it. You know, sometimes 7's good, sometimes 7's bad. I mean, 11 you would think is like whatever, but then there's 2, 3, 12 craps, and then there's this one C and E, and it's just like, oh, well, what if I just want the C, or if I just want the E? Like, do I have to, can I split it up? And anyway, what I'm trying to say is that kids and adults, and by kids I just mean people who are younger than me, who are old enough to gamble, and even for those who, if there are any kids watching, this is for sure great advice. The number one advice you're always going to see, and this also kind of grinds my gears, because I do belong to a couple of like subreddits and some groups and stuff of that, and a Discord here and there for gambling, and every once in a while you get like a person who chimes in and they're just like, oh, like I'm down, or you get like whatever. But you always get the same person who comments, and they're just like, a number one rule in gambling: only gamble what you can afford to lose. I gave out great advice. Yeah, that's great advice, but at the same time, like, you're not really helping. You're not answering the question. You're not like somebody's like, I like to gamble, and then when I win, I put the money in my pocket so that I'm not then tempted to spend it or like whatever. And it's like, that's fantastic. I love that that's your system, but I don't. The one key part that, like, with that system, that, like, with everything, that, so when you start, like, when you walk up to a table, when you walk up to a slot machine, let's say you're only gambling with the $20, and you have $20, it does not matter if you, like, the second you hit spin, or you throw your first dice, or you plop your chips down, you're already losing money, because you have to put part of that $20 out there to play. So it's the whole thing of just like, and then when I lose, I walk away. You can only... So what you're saying is you took all the time to go to the casino, to take your $20 out, that you're playing with your $20, and you put it down. The first hand, the first roll, the first spin, because again, to play the game, you gotta put the money in first, and then it's only after a win, your first win, are you ever up money. So you already... I guess what I'm trying to say is you always start off in the hole. You know, negative balance. Oh, we're getting a phone call. Oh, hi, this is Amy. I'm raising Pokemon with Liv. We're training very hard. If we try harder, can we become number one? Bye-bye. Okay. What I'm saying is that it's one of those things where it's super annoying when you hear people go, only bet the money that you can, and only... Because guess what? I understand, bud, but you spent all this time to go out and do it, and I get if gambling isn't your thing and that's just your way of justifying it, but it's also a lot easier to being like, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of gambling. You don't need to make it a whole spiel about like, oh, you gotta make sure do gamble, bring only money that you know you're not gonna lose, and you're not gonna make sure you're having fun, or you gotta equate it to, oh, I spent X amount of hours doing this, and then I lost this, so it equaled out to X amount dollars per hour of fun time. Ha 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 ha. Don't be annoying. Don't be that guy. Don't be that person. Just don't go. Don't rain on people's parades. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's a good thing in life anyway. If anybody's going to take away anything from anything, it's just don't rain on people's parades. Anyway, I'm sorry. Yeah, that went a little bit longer, got a little bit too worked up over nothing. I didn't really get worked. I mean, you know, yeah, you're your own judge. Leave some comments down below. I'll tell you what. Leave some comments down below. Let me know, is there anybody here that maybe, you know, likes to gamble? Any good gambling stories? Anything cool? I know the classic of like, oh, I was blah, 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 and I was just I had this 15-leg parlay, and I was one shot away or one leg away, and this guy missed it, and I was like, oh, crap. Or I was at this, oh, another thing, speaking of irritating, that's, oh, crap, we're gonna, speaking of irritating, we're gonna heal again. I hate when you misclick or mistap a button, and you start the healing animation, the healing thing all over again. Listen, I like Nurse Joy and all, but sometimes there should be the option of, oh, your Pokemon are already fully healed. There's no reason. Goodbye. You know, whatever. Anywho, level 15 with Gex, we like that right now. We are in a nice area where there are those Lotets, the Lombres. We definitely know that we can take those guys on, the Swablues. They are proving to be a little bit of an alternative issue. We're probably going to put Lily out if we come across a Swablu, because the Absorb should actually take it down. Not take it down, but should be effective, super effective. This Sing is what's really getting on our nerve here. I mean, fortunately we didn't take a lot of damage from Swablu's first attack, so I think we're just going to try to wait it out like we did with Kyle there. Yeah, we're not taking a terrible amount of damage here. Fred woke up. He's gonna bite. He's like, whoa, watch out. Here comes Fred. Tackling, biting, Yes. All right. 84 experience. Not a lot of experience. Not a big fan of that. I'll tell you what. You know what would be cool? And let me know down below if there's something like that in this. Like, I know there is with the Pokénav. But it'd be nice if there was, like, the Versus Seeker like we had in Fire Red. Again, I apologize. I didn't really actually play this generation, Gen 3, back when it came out. I don't know. I play like I think Fire Red came out around the same time. I was playing Fire Red, Leaf Green. Was not playing Alpha, Ruby, or Emerald like we're playing now. Wow, that didn't really do a lot of damage. Well, that was pretty garbo. Let's see what Astonish does. Doesn't affect Wild Swablu. We really did a good Pokemon pick for this one. Let's bring Kyle out just to finish this up because we cannot survive like this. I don't want to say survive like this. It's just we're not going to spend 18 million years, 65 million years starting. Adrian. Kylo Ren. That's his name. Adrian Brody? Brody. No, that's a different actor. Brody Stevens. Brody Stevens! Haha! Funny comedian. Unfortunately, not really around anymore. Let's go into Lynette's house. Just take ourselves a quick little 5-second break. Oh, Jake. I'm sorry. Everything is so cluttered. When I get engrossed in research, things end up this way. This is embarrassing. Please keep this secret in exchange for this thing. Lotad doll. Oh, we got a doll of Lily. We got ourselves a Lily doll. May I offer advice about my Pokemon storage system? You should organize your boxes so you can tell which Pokemon are in them. Oh, we know. We know. Anything special here? Information about boxes. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. No, we don't want to read anymore. You know what, Lynette? I appreciate the information. That was a nice little breather. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Looks like there's a little bit of something going on up here. I know we have Rock Smash. Let's go ahead, explore a little bit more. Maybe we can get a Geodude out of this Rock Smash. No, but we are going to get an item if we can move up. Oh my gosh. Protein. Wait, what? The bag is full? Since when is the bag full? Whoa. I thought the bag had, like, unlimited spaces. What the heck? Let's go ahead and use something up here real quick. How is... Alright, let's go ahead. PP up. Guard spec. What are we trying to get rid of here? Well... I'll tell you what, we'll come back because we'll end up using something on someone, or we'll make sure to dump a bunch of things out. Should probably go back to Lynette's house. I think there was a PC. I am afraid that it's just a Pokemon PC, Lynette's PC, if you will, quote unquote, and it's not actually like item PC. We'll find out. We'll swoop back there, but let's just run through some of these battles. Looks like there's at least two. There's this guy. If you're lighting a campfire, make sure you have water handy. Whoa! You don't want to get fire everywhere, and if it goes out of control, you need to control it. Kindler Bernie would like to battle. We're gonna burn down the establishment. Ah, Bernie. Rah, get it, Bernie. Oh, it's Bernie. Bernie, and he's a fire dude, and that's cool. Kyle, I'm gonna have you go ahead, just kind of take out this Slugma. I don't really think since we lost Pika-Blue 2, don't necessarily have anything that's going to be effective against fire types. But I will say that Lily, I believe is part water, grass, should be getting something, and that should definitely close that gap at the very least. Yes, Wingull, we are going to put Gex out there. Gex, you need to do the thing with the stuff. Which is not get destroyed by a burb. Let's go ahead. Kyle, I'm going to have you come back out, but actually, you know what, Kyle, go back out. I'm going to need you to clean this whole thing up, alright? You got this? You got alright, cool. Wing attack, super effecto, don't like that. We'll go ahead and just kind of peck it right back. Love it. No chance, Jimmy's Johns. Dunzo McFunzo. I gotta be careful. I almost smashed into the mic and would not have been good because it would have been like, thanks for dosing my fire. Ugh. I am once again asking for your support. You set my spirit. Oh my gosh. What I was trying to say is like the versus secret, because I understand we have the Pokénav. Ooh, is this going to be a little bit of a tricky, Ricky, ticky-tacky double battle? I guess we're okay with Lily and Gex going out. Not the end of the world. If you're not prepared, you shouldn't be up in the mountains. We don't have to worry about that double battle because that one trainer spun around when we walked into this Hiker Lucas's. Ooh, Geodude, okay. Lily's actually going to be super effecto here. So we want to not use Gex. Let's go ahead, use Lily. Love it. Trying to one-hand use the one controller with the one hand. Make cool guy hand gestures with the other hand. Whoa! Defense rose, not the end of the world. I think we'll be alright. Because I do think that it was Stun Spore when we're in high grass on the grassland. When that crit mattered. Love to see that. Super effecto. Yo, that's fantastic. Oh, that's right. We did split. I was like, what are you talking about? Only 165 off of that. But then I remembered that, yeah, that's pretty accurate. Let's go ahead. Put Gex back in. We'll use Kyle against Numal, aka Camel Joe. Unfortunately, we lost ours. Kind of sad. Very sad. Big sad, if you will. Man, no. We're at this point, we're just rocking, rolling. Down on the beach, we're strolling. Ha, 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 ha. One shot. That's it, Jim. I mean, it also helps when we're like almost double the level of, you know, the mountains are unforgiving. Sure. Anyway, have you made your Pokemon evolve very much? Actually, funny you ask, we were at just one evolution so far, but now we're at 3 after last week's episode. We are actually pretty close. I think it's 36 is for the starters. So Kyle should be evolving shortly. And we already know Leech Life is super effecto against a Lombre, the Lotad line. So we're going to go ahead and use that. Hopefully this Lombre does not use... actually no, because I was in the grass, so it should be Swift, but then we're also on this mountain region. So I do wonder what Nature Power is going to be. It might actually be a Rock-type move, so that we should be on the lookout for. Unfortunately, Kyle, I think, is also weak to Ground Rock. I think it's Ground he's weak to, so we need to beware. That's not great. Let's go ahead, do it again. Did lower our attack quite a bit, so we're not really cranking out as much as we would have liked to. This is what we were afraid of. Ah, crap. Fudge. Alright. Survived. That's on us. Let's go ahead and bring Kyle out. Obviously, if Gex at level 16 survives Rock Slide, Kyle's going to survive Rock Slide. Shouldn't get flinched. I hope not. Let's just double kick it. Get him out of here. Kick the Lombre over the edge. This is Sparta! Give a good old kick. So Marrow's coming out. Good old Peekaboo 2 Marrow. Kind of stinks we couldn't get it to the Azurill. But, you know, we did give it 2 shots, and we both screwed them up royally. So, we'll see. Maybe we'll be able to catch one later in a path that we're going. Maybe not. I don't know. Let's go ahead, hit it with the Absorb. Now, Nature Power, Rock Slide or Rock, whatever, probably isn't going to be effective because I believe Marrow's going to be resistant to it. You know, it sounds like a rock move, doesn't sound like a ground move. Obviously, water beat rock. I guess here's rock and sprinkle, 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 and rock's just like, crack. And then it cracks. Like that. Lowers the defense. Always, I like when they do that, when they do defense tail whips or leer, whatever you want to call it, just because it's like, awesome. Okay, well, we're going to be okay. But I'm always just like, haha, like now I get to attack twice. For your, let's say it's attack, tail whip, attack, and then they attack. They've only attacked twice. We've attacked twice compared to their one time attacking. And in this situation where we're getting super effectives, the level difference is there. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense, but in my mind, it's just like, it got down to 1 HP, and then it started attacking. Like, it should have done tail whip to start with, roll out, and then just went roll out the rest of it. And then we would have been screwed, and we would have screamed, and it would not have been great. Maybe we can get an encounter out of this one. Hey! Oh, alright. This would be nice to round out the team, to get a Geodude level 10. Let's go. I think we can do this. Let's hit it with the Leech Life, just because I would love to get some HP back. That's fine. It can definitely do Defense Curl. Because if we can, I guess, ideally, if we can get back to the at least 30. Oh, we're only getting 1 now at this point. That's not great. What's it doing? It's doing 3. Let's see what Fury Swipes does. Even if we get all 5, I don't think it's going to do a lot. That was nice. That crit. I do remember, I guess it was, I for sure know it was in red and blue. Not sure if it was in Gen 2 with gold and silver. But if you did a move like that, let's say it was Fury Swipes, where it can go 2 to 5 times, if that first time was a crit, every time after was a crit. I know it's definitely been changed, at least for this one, for the 3rd gen, for Emerald, where, each shot has a chance to crit, whereas in the other ones, oh yeah, if you crit on the first one, all of them are crits. You guys know what it is. Left and B. Hooah! Come on, come on, come on. Cha-cha! Got ourselves the Geodude. Love it. It climbs mountain paths using only the power of its arms. Because they look just like boulders lining paths, hikers may step on them without noticing. Give a nickname to the captured Geodude? Absolutely, bro. Let's think of a great one. Rock Boy obviously comes to mind. I don't know if we're going to be that silly about it. Let's see. I'm going to actually go on to one of our videos and see an active commenter and grab that name. First one I'm seeing here, Aimless Valor. Let's go ahead, kind of do a little bit of a play on that. Let's do, yeah. Let's go ahead, because Valor's not going to fit, so we'll drop it on Aimless V. Good looks, my dude. Alright, let's go back, heal up, get, we're pretty good with, not saying we're good with Gex, but we are pretty close to getting that Shedninja, and then from there, certainly the Shedninja will get parked. We'll pull Aimless V out. We might even park, because it'll be an Ninjask at that point. We might just kind of keep it on the squad for the time being, only because, I mean, we have Aimless V, because we had the open spot. We had to drop Aimless V off. That was the words I was trying to say. Yeah, we'll heal up, drop Aimless V off. From there, it's probably going to be a good idea to get the Shedninja. So Friday we'll get Gex up, get the Shedninja, and then take Aimless V, and then kind of get him up a couple levels. I'd like to get at least, so Todd's just going to chill, I think. I don't think we're really going to worry too much about getting him up there. We're going to see what we need as far as an HM Butler for what we're going to need going forward. You know, Surf I know is going to be a big one. Strength is going to be another one. I think in this one they have like a Whirlpool, because I think you have to go underwater. There's Waterfall. I think you have to go up waterfalls. So I think there's going to be a couple of extra HMs we're definitely going to need. A water type, which I think we're going to be okay with. I don't want to load up Lily with a bunch, but it's actually nice depositing a Pokemon and not having it like, because it has fainted or anything. Continue. No. So we do have Oscar, Bruce W, and we got Aimless V here. So again, we're going to pull Aimless V out once we get that Shedninja and kind of rock and roll forward. Hey guys, appreciate you for joining me on this Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Tube Guy Wednesday. We'll save it here. You all have a great one. See you on Friday.